All right, peace. So this video is very old. Came out in 2017. Literally will make it 5 years tomorrow. Came out May the 23rd of 2017. And we're gonna talk about it, man. I made this video. Well, I made this poll, and I asked, was Kobe Bryant overrated? Then I asked, Kobe over LeBron or LeBron over Kobe. Most people voted Kobe. I got 10 votes on Kobe. I got 4 votes for LeBron. Now, people, if you want to touch more on that, go ahead and follow my IG at Q Speaks Facts. Um, and I'll be talking more basketball videos here on the near future. But anyway, let's go ahead and dive into the topic. Now, for me to answer that question, who's better, Mamba or the King, Kobe or LeBron? I'm gonna answer that. I'm gonna let Max Kellerman right here talk first.
Bryant was like the next thing to Michael Jordan. He's amazingly great. LeBron
Kobe wasn't nothing but a great value version of LeBron. I'm sorry, Michael Jordan.
Bron's even better, primarily because he's 2 inches taller and 40 pounds heavier. I mean,
What
he's just a
what that guy do with anything?
bigger player who has many of the same skills Kobe does. Kobe was better at making difficult shots than maybe anyone who ever lived, right there with Jordan. But LeBron doesn't have to take difficult shots because he makes his whole team take easier shots.
Cap. Let me tell you something about Kobe. Yeah, Kobe could make difficult shots. I'll give him that. But Kobe never shot over 50% in his career. I think career-wise, LeBron shoots 53, and Kobe shoots 47. So Kobe was a bad shot selector. That's why he had all those damn difficult shots, quote unquote. Saying LeBron didn't have to take difficult shots. First of all, LeBron don't like to take the shot. You know what I'm saying? People will say LeBron ain't clutch. Well, go back to the 2000, what was that, 18 series with the Toronto Raptors. LeBronto. Y'all remember that? I'm just saying. He came clutch. And I think they even ended up sweeping the Raptors that year, if I'm not mistaken. So that's all I'm trying to say about that. Kobe Bryant was a great player. LeBron is a great player. We know this. We know both of these guys are monumental. But if people put LeBron on a higher pinnacle than they do than Kobe, I ain't gonna be mad at that. I'm not even gonna be mad at that, and there's a reason.
Which is actually a more valuable skill, except sometimes.
Now, I'm not saying LeBron is better than Kobe. I'm not saying Kobe better than LeBron. I'm gonna answer at the end. I'm gonna get his point across.
The way it feels late in games in the fourth quarter, it feels like the guy who can hit the difficult shot may be better than the guy who creates the easy shot, though it's not true. Look, statistical analysis says LeBron is clearly better than Kobe. And in terms of the championships, which I think it is important to count championships when you're talking about.
Of course it is. People say rings don't matter. What the fuck they playing for? They playing to win. They ain't playing to just put up stats and, oh, well, he ain't better, and, oh, well, the rings don't mean anything. Look, numbers don't lie, stats don't lie. And statistically, LeBron is better than Kobe. Even in scoring, 53%. Now, am I necessarily saying LeBron is better than Kobe? I'm not saying that. But statistically, that's what it says. So I don't give a fuck about who like that. Or again, RIP to Kobe. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm gonna make this video respectable as possible. But at the same time, I don't give a damn about offending anyone on this channel because it is simply me just talking my truth and just talking basketball sports. And I am stating the facts the best way I can.
The best player, or one of the two best players on a championship team, LeBron was always unquestionably the best player on every team he played on. Kobe played with Shaq, where he was really.
Exactly. And Kobe played second option and got 3 rings. And he got 2 rings when he led the Lakers. This is when we know Kobe as the Mamba. Okay? LeBron carried his team to all 4. You even know he's 4-6 in the finals. I think Kobe is 5 and 3? Something like that. So yeah, that just goes to show.
The 1B to Shaq's 1A when they win the 3-peat. I mean, Shaq won the MVP, the MVP of the finals every year. You could argue Kobe was bigger against the Spurs, and that was really the finals in the West back then. But at any rate, when you just count championships, that also misses something if that's the only thing you're doing. Magic and Bird is still an argument. Bird got 3, Magic got 5. I think there's an acknowledgement that Magic was playing with a slightly better team, at least with a deeper bench.
And I said this yesterday, if you want to compare somebody to LeBron, compare him to Larry Bird or Magic Johnson. I think he's far more comparison to those two than it is to LeBron. Than Kobe or Jordan, but especially Michael Jordan. Because let's be real, Kobe ain't touching Jordan, no, in no way, shape, or form. LeBron damn sure ain't touching Michael Jordan. Ain't none of these niggas touching Jordan, man. And y'all know this. Kobe knows it. R.I.P. Bron knows it. You know, it's just the fact, man. It's just the factual actual. Again, I don't give a fuck about who like it and who don't.
Than Bird was, and Bird got hurt, so that limited, the championships. So it's not just about championships.
I think Kobe and LeBron is a better fight and a better comparison than Jordan and versus LeBron, or even Kobe versus LeBron. I'm sorry, or even Kobe versus Jordan. But whatever.
In a tiebreaker, maybe you would look at championships. The truth of the matter is, by all analysis that all the empirical evidence says, it doesn't need to come to a tiebreaker. LeBron's the best player since Michael Jordan. Kobe was better than Duncan, maybe not.
Bullshit.
As good as Shaq.
Bullshit.
There's no one in the argument with LeBron in this entire era. He spent more time as clearly the best player in the world than any player in my lifetime except Michael Jordan.
And I don't knock you for that. I'm pretty sure most people in my era, from the late 90s to early 2000s, if you were born in that time period, you will agree with that and say LeBron has been the face of the NBA since the early 2000s, since 03, and his career just as old as I am. I was born in 03. So look, I ain't mad at it, man. I ain't mad at it. Let's see what Stephen A. Smith has to say.
Well, listen, in that regard, and from that
dude come out here with that fresh fro though, looking like with that Matt Donald hairline.
That vantage point, I agree with you about LeBron James being the better talent. My problem is we don't
and I do agree.
Take the intangibles into consideration nearly as much as we should.
You know why LeBron is considered the better talent? Because LeBron draws more than what Kobe did. Kobe couldn't be the face of the NBA. LeBron could, and he, for lack of a better term, and he drew the ratings. And he is still drawing ratings to this very day. Still on top of his quote-unquote game. Like I said, LeBron put in the work. I don't give a fuck about who like him and who don't. I got to. Look, man, I'm going to be real. LeBron put the work in, and y'all know it. Whether you a Kobe fan or a LeBron fan, even if you a Jordan fan, you know damn well LeBron put that work in. Now, that don't mean come on here on my channel riding LeBron's ride. Talking about, yeah, he better than Kobe and Jordan. Get the fuck out of here with that. Especially if we're talking about Jordan. Now, I'm still not going to answer whether Kobe is better than LeBron or not. Or if Kobe better than LeBron. Honestly, fuck it. Here we go. Kobe on LeBron. I'm taking Kobe when it matters the most. I'm sorry. Yeah, Kobe shoots 47%, but Kobe can make the shots when they matter the most and when they count. That nigga can go 6 for 20 a game and still end up with 40 points. Some way, somehow, I don't know how the fuck it's possible. LeBron can have 6 for 20 and go back blaming everybody else, talking about, well, it's K Love's fault or it's Kyrie's fault. Look what he's doing now in the modern time right now, or today's league. Now they're looking at Westbrook when they were just blaming Anthony Davis, or when they were just blaming Carmelo, or whoever else the fuck they was blaming earlier. JaVale McGee and Kyle Kuzma. They was blaming Lonzo. Now he's blaming Westbrook, or should I say Westbrook. And you thought the Lakers was safe. The modern 2022 Lakers, y'all thought y'all was safe. I'm gonna make a video on y'all as well. But LeBron or Kobe? Overall, passing, I got LeBron. Scoring, it may sound fucked up. Scoring, I'll take Kobe. Leadership, I'm taking Kobe. Because LeBron isn't a leader. This whole notion that LeBron is a leader is bullshit. It always has been and always will be. I'm just sorry. Rebounding, I got LeBron. Defense, I got LeBron. Like I said, I don't give a fuck about who likes it. And in my humble opinion, I think LeBron just has a better understanding of the game than what Kobe did. I'm not saying Kobe didn't have a fine philosophy to the game, because he did. But like I said, he was nothing more than a great value version of Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to be disrespectful to Mr. Kobe Bryant. Like I said, we all enjoy Kobe Bryant. Who the hell didn't? I wasn't big on a Lakers fan during Kobe's era, but I mean, we all know who Kobe was. Whether you watched him on the daily or you watched every game that he would played while he was here on this earth, or whether you watched all his interviews, you know damn well Kobe was the truth. Kobe was the man. They ain't call him mama for nothing. And they call LeBron the king, and sometimes they'll call him the sometimes they'll call him the queen. As I call him, LeBitch. But anyway.
And let's look at it from the analysis that you threw out there about Magic Johnson and Larry
But in
Bird.
this debate, I'm gonna say this: LeBron is the better talent, but I'm taking Kobe overall.
Well, Larry Bird to me was a better individual talent because he could shoot considerably better than Magic. He was a fabulous passer at the full.
Well, Magic Johnson was a fabulous passer.
Position as well, and obviously he won championships.
And Magic Johnson is arguably the best point guard of all time, with Isaiah Thomas, with hell, even our modern big point guard that we see as in Steph Curry.
It's not as many. The reason why you love a comparison like that, Max Kellerman, is because both of them could be relied upon in the clutch to do whatever it is that they do to accentuate their greatness. Whoever they were, whatever made them great, they didn't leave that at the door when money time arrived. When we look at LeBron and Kobe, that's where I think we part ways. Because even though LeBron has matured to that point where there's no longer a question about that and where he's concerned, for a lengthy period of time in his career, it was a huge question. I have religiously stated for the first 46 minutes, I'll take LeBron James over almost anybody in the world all time, with the exception of maybe Jordan. And even that is a maybe. The problem is that when...
That's not a fucking maybe, that's a fact. I swear, man, these niggas, man, they ride LeBron so fucking hard, man. It's ridiculous at this point. Even that is an exception. Or even that is a maybe. That ain't no damn maybe. That's facts. Now saying taking him over LeBron in the clutch, over Kobe, I ain't mad at that neither. Like I said, like I said, I'm not mad, man. You know what I mean?
You get to that money time, that clutch, where you sit up there and everything breaks down, and you grab the ball and you say, here, take me to the promised land. LeBron is not somebody that's going to be on that list most of the time in a lot of people's eyes. And nobody is going to question that Kobe would be on that list. When money time arrived and it was time to give him the ball, whether it was in the finals against Indiana, whether it was 2001 in the postseason, whether it was 2010 against Boston, or times in between.
And needs to, mind you, Kobe should have the same record as LeBron has when it comes to the NBA Finals. If I'm just being real. Or slightly worse. Because that goddamn shot selection, man, I'm telling you. This man. And it's funny, and people could say Kobe had a high IQ. Well, how could a player have a high IQ when they have a bad shot selection? Somebody answer that for me in the comment section, please.
Kobe at a younger age was so sensational. LeBron
I agree, but he wasn't Kobe. He was just Kobe.
Had to grow into that role for a significant period of time.
Right. And people get mad when I make this statement that D Wade taught LeBron how to win. D Wade taught LeBron how to win championships. Man, LeBron wasn't gonna win no goddamn chip being on the Cavs all by himself. Yeah, he was taking these guys to the finals, but was he actually getting the job done? His first ring didn't come in 2007. His first ring came in 2012. What happened in the 2011 NBA Finals? LeBron choked. I'm not saying Kobe didn't choke in the finals, because of course he did. Kobe choked in regular games. 0 for 27. Ain't nobody never, ever had that bad of a damn game in history of the NBA. Kobe did that. Mamba. Okay? So don't get mad at me if I say LeBron is a better shooter. Because even statistically, it screams. LeBron shoots 53% of his career. Kobe shoots 47, and I think Jordan shoots 49. So shit, I ain't mad.
And that's the difference. What LeBron learned to have, Kobe had. MJ had. And here's the last point, Max. LeBron was pushed to that elevated level. level of play.
My point exactly of what I stated earlier. My point exactly.
Kobe took it. MJ took it. These are guys that you knew from the moment that moment arrived, they belonged there.
And LeBron still shies away from it, which is why I said Kobe takes the difficult shot because he has to. LeBron shies away from it. Who made the game-winning shot? 2013 NBA Finals. Ray Allen. Who hit the game-winning shot in 2016, which they should have lost that NBA Finals too. Who hit the game-winning shot? Kyrie. And Kyrie went on thinking he was a major superstar because he hit a damn game-winning shot. Like I said, if everybody knows me in real life or whether you know me on social media and you talk to me about basketball, you know damn well that Kyrie Irving is my favorite point guard in the league. I respect him on and off the court. But, bro, you should have stayed second option to LeBron. Like I said, shout out to you and your beliefs and your doctrines. I'm not mad at you. And I'll be making a video about the Brooklyn Nets, KD and Kyrie as well. Because y'all got y'all ass whooped by the Boston Tea Party Celtics. And that's on y'all.
Pushed, coached, nurtured, tutored.
You can't coach LeBron. LeBron is the damn... That's why they call him LeGM. LeGM, LeChoke, LeBitch. All that other shit. You know, LeQueen, LeCrybaby. You know, that's why they call him these names. Because that's what LeBron does. He cries. And he still cries in 2022.
That elevated
a sensational, great player. We all know this.
Position. That is the difference.
I agree with that, and had we been having this discussion, even one championship that they won after he choked in Dallas in 10-11, in the 2011 championship when LeBron choked in 4 fourth quarters. In fact, I went on LA radio and apologized, openly to Kobe Bryant fans for saying, look.
Why don't nobody talk about the 2007 NBA Finals though, when LeBron choked and got swept? I mean, there wasn't nobody on that team but LeBron, right? And no, LeBron had no help. Look, I said it's all good because you got to learn how to lose before you learn how to win. Even Jordan was getting eliminated out of the playoffs. First round. Second round exits, first round exits, So I ain't mad at him. And people say, well, he didn't start winning until Scottie Pippen got on the team. Well, you have to have role players to be a complement to your team. Jordan elevated the game and imprinted the game in a way that no one else can and could or will. Not Kobe, not LeBron, not Magic. You know what I'm saying? Only person who has a closer impact to LeBron on the game in the modern time, besides LeBron, in my opinion, is Steph Curry. Because look how the game is elevated today and look how it's played today. Everybody likes to create space to get open to shoot threes. Everybody likes to cut screens or get the ball and shoot threes. This is a three-point shooting league now. And who do you have to thank for that? Steph Curry. And most people say before Curry, it was KD. Well, but Curry was more consistent with it. Curry made it a trend, and people still do it today. Man, it's come to the point where Dwight Howard has the guts to shoot a goddamn three. You look at that shit, you like, damn, Dwight goddamn Howard shoot a damn three. But anyway.
I was wrong about LeBron being better than Kobe. He doesn't, he just choked, and Kobe would never have had a performance like that. Okay, so LeBron had to grow into what he grew into. But my God, what does he have to do to eventually prove it? Like, isn't it even more interesting that he was actually able to develop into this and do what he's done the last several finals?
Question for you, and I'll just ask this, because as a basketball guy, I have my own opinion. It wasn't just the 4 fourth quarters against Dallas. There's 4 times that LeBron hasn't shown up in the fourth quarter of an NBA Finals. I think 2007 was one, 2011 another, 2014, 2015. Fourth quarters, he wasn't around to be found.
And if we want to go on modern times, 2021, first round NBA playoffs against the Phoenix goddamn Suns. I made a video on that on my second channel, the Evolving one. When I said LeBitch choked. I might put this on there. So if I put this on there on the Evolve One channel, y'all go check that out as well, man. It's funny like that.
Those situations, there's no doubt. But he has matured to that level of greatness. So I would ask you this simple question. In the end, what it comes down to, Max, is this, and I'll ask. As great as LeBron is, how much faith did you have in him until, not right now, but as he was maturing, how much faith did you have in him compared to the faith you had in Kobe?
I want to address that. Kobe gives you the feeling that he always wants it, and because of that, you want that guy on your team. But in fact, if you look at actually what happens frequently, Kobe's teams became less efficient late in games, even in clutch games. LeBron doesn't give you the same.
In the postseason?
Yes.
In the postseason?
Yes. LeBron doesn't give you the feeling that he wants it the same way. If the ball was in his hands, he's not as good at wanting to take and then making the difficult shot. But what you find is LeBron James makes his team better close.
That's bullshit. That is bullshit because LeBron James made his teammates better, it'll say it statistically. If LeBron James made his teammates better, he would have more championships than what he has.
And late in playoff games. So that's what I would say. And I would say, even if you want to say that wasn't the case.
And if Kobe wasn't a ball hawk, Kobe would have more rings and Kobe would have a better shot selections.
And Kobe had that over LeBron late in games because you just say, oh, forget all battle.
Well, Kobe had to have it, especially 06, 07. That was arguably Kobe's best season. It ain't even arguably. It ain't even no damn debate, honestly.
All that statistical mumbo jumbo. All I know is a lot of times among the all-time great teams, it comes down to those last few seconds. I want the guy on my team who wants it in that moment. That would be the tiebreaker if it was a tie. What I'm telling you is, if LeBron doesn't quite statistically match up to Michael Jordan by the most sophisticated metrics, but even then Jordan had that, LeBron didn't. What I'm telling you is, it's not that close between LeBron and Kobe and all the other areas that puts Kobe over the top.
So to answer the question, who's better, LeBron or Kobe? I got Kobe. LeBron is the better talent, but Kobe is the better. LeBron is the better athlete. Kobe is the better player. Okay. I don't give a damn about who like that and who don't. That's why I say I don't even really consider LeBron a Laker. He's just there for business reasons, but I don't knock him, as he should be. Because don't be surprised when Bronny, his son, when he comes to the NBA, don't be surprised. Of course, he's going to get on whatever the team LeBron says and to be on, or whatever the team LeBron's on. And they're going to run it. They're going to run it. And don't be surprised if it's LA. Don't be surprised if he goes back to Cleveland. Hell, at this rate, don't be surprised if he goes back to Miami. It's just who LeBron is, man. But I don't knock him. But with that being said, fellas, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Peace.